Hare Krishna, just 1 second. Yeah, I wanted to make you the co-host. Just 1 second. I should have done that earlier. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananjalachalakaya. Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale. Swayam Rupadamaya Tadati Swapadatikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate. Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Tapsa Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari. Vishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha Kalpadurubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha. Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatadisatarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivacharya Gana Bhakta Vrinda. Come on everybody. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, start.
Yes, Mataji. Is it visible, Mataji?
I am visible. Yes, it is visible now. Thank you so much. Yes, start.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna everyone. My dear chaste and pious wife, I have tested on the basis of strict chastity your love for your husband, and you have passed the examination most successfully. I have purposely agitated you by speaking many words not applicable to your character, but I am surprised to see that not a pinch of your devotion to me has been deviated from its fixed position. My dear wife, I am the bestower of all benedictions, even up to the standard of liberation from this material world, and it is I only who can stop the continuation of material existence and call one back home, back to Godhead. One whose devotion for me is adulterated worships me for some material benefit, just to keep himself in the world of material happiness, culminating in the pleasure of sense gratification life. One who engages himself in severe penances and austerities just to attain this material happiness is certainly under the illusion of my eternal energy. Persons who are engaged in my devotional service simply for the purpose of material gain and sense gratification are certainly very foolish, for the material happiness based on such life is available in the most abominable species of life, such as the hawks and dogs. No one should try to approach me for such happiness, which is available even if one is put into a hellish condition of life. It is better, therefore, for persons who are simply after material happiness and not after me to remain in that hellish condition. Hare Krishna Mataji, can I continue, Mataji?
Yes, dear. But before that, just a quick snapshot. So this is in reference with the conversation Krishna has with Rukmini, and he agitates Rukmini by telling that I am not worthy of you, just to make sure that Rukmini gets upset or she's angry and she gets a fight. But to his surprise, Rukmini faints, not because she believes it, but she could not digest the very thought that Krishna would leave her in. Right? That's a very painful thought. So she's not ready for that, and immediately she collapses. Right? And now Krishna is shocked. He wanted to irritate her, but the reverse is happening. So therefore, he is now going back and he's asking, please, this is not to be taken care, please help, and all that drama which people make in Gulok is all derived from the original expressions of Krishna, where there it is genuine and here it is all, with the intention. Now, what Krishna is telling is there are a lot of people, and he says that you have cleared the test. The reason is people who are actually working in favor of Krishna consciousness do not want anything other than Krishna, just like Rukmini. Whereas there are a lot of people who look at Krishna for material benefit. They even do a lot of austerity. So I know a cousin of mine who actually will go and try to walk in fire or try, for Lord Kartikeya or, the Maya Devi, right? She will poke lemon also. She tried that. While, it is considered to be very sacred. And yes, it is in lower level of Vedas. But as Vaishyas, we do not recommend it. Because this body does not belong to us. When the body does not belong to us, we have no right to torment that, right? Which is why even food to be taken at the right time is the respect you give to your body. Not because, it's your body, you can treat it in whichever way. No, you should not do it that way, right? So you should have to take care of that. Yes. Now, so please go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Material contamination is so strong that everyone is working very hard, day and night, for material happiness. The show of religion, austerities, penance, humanitarianism, philanthropy, political science, everything is aimed at realizing some material benefit for the immediate success of material benefit. Materialistic persons generally worship different demigods, and under the spell of material propensities, they sometimes take to the devotional service of the Lord. But sometimes it is so happen that if a person sincerely serves the Lord and at the same time maintains material ambitions, the Lord very kindly removes the sources of material happiness. Not finding any resource in material happiness, the devotee then engages himself absolutely in pure devotional service. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank
Hare
you.
Thank you so much. Many people get confused with this version and tell, oh my God, will Krishna remove the thing? No, he will not. Which is why if you see Kleshagna Subhada, Moksha Lavudna Krit Sudurlava. So basically what they are telling, Kleshagna means it's nectar of devotion, which means Kleshagni means all your material distress gets removed, which means your money, if you're struggling, it will get removed. If you have a bodily ailment, Krishna removes. However, if any of the material things are coming in the way of Krishna consciousness, Krishna will remove that as well. So that's a point. So do not worry, oh my God, if I pray Krishna, many people mentally concoct telling that, oh, will I lose money? No, Yudhishthira did not lose money. Forget Yudhishthira. Did Amrish Maharaj lose money even for one moment? Not really. Right? Dhruva got money. If you see, he got the kingdom, he got everything. So therefore, we cannot say Krishna is the cause for destruction. Yeah. Who next? Who Mataji was there, right? Yes, Mataji, please. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Lord
Hare
Krishna. Lord Krishna continued, my dear waist of queen, I clearly understand that you have no material absence. Your only purpose is to serve me, and you have long been engaged in unalloyed service. Exemplary, unalloyed devotional service not only can bestow upon the devotee liberation from this material world, but it also promotes him to the spiritual world to be internally engaged in my service. Persons too much addicted to material happiness cannot render such service. Women whose hearts are polluted and full of material desire devise various means of sense gratification, while outwardly showing themselves to be great devotees. My dear, honored, continued. My dear honored wife, although I
Krishna
have
Mata.
thousands of wives, I do not think that any one of them can love me more than you. Practical proof of your extraordinary position is that although you had never seen me before our marriage, and you had simply heard about me from a third person. Still, your faith in me was so much fixed that even in the presence of many qualified, rich, and beautiful men of the royal order, you did not select any one of them as your husband, but instead on having me, you neglected all the prince present, and politically, you sent me a
Politely. Very politely.
very politely, very politely, you sent me a confidential letter inviting me to kidnap you. While I was kidnapping you, your elder brother Rukmi violently protested and fought with me. As a result of the fight, I defeated him mercilessly, and disfigured his body. At the time of Aniruddha's marriage, when we were all playing chess, there was another fight with your um, brother Rukmi on a controversially verbal point, and my elder brother Balarama finally killed him. I was surprised to see that you did not utter even a word of protest over the incident because of your great anxiety that you might be separated from me. You suffered all the consequences without speaking even a word as the result of the great
Hare
fight.
Krishna, we'll pass here. Paras are big, so maybe Aishi can or Revati Mataji can take the next continue. But before that, very quickly, what they are talking about is that he's giving reason, right? It's not blind faith. Krishna cannot be purchased. Su Durlabha, right? Chandra Nanda Visheshatma Su Durlabha, which means that you cannot, Krishna will give even mukti, but he will not give love, right? Why is that so? Because giving love is purchasing. Literally, they can do anything. Why? Lot of things, not just this. But when her brother was killed by Krishna's brother Balram during Aniruddha's wedding, Aniruddha is Pradyumna's son, right? His grandchild's wedding. She did not speak a word because she thought that speaking a particular word will hurt Balram, hurt Krishna, and such a dispute could probably bring a separation. Not that Krishna will ever throw her out, but mentally also can give some kind of a gap, which she did not want. So she went through the trauma all by herself. That is the beauty of Rukmini, right? So if you actually relate Rukmini, she will be an ideal person of what one has to be. Because we have not seen Krishna, neither did Rukmini see, which is what Krishna is telling, that you married me, you fell in love with me without seeing me. How? Through Shravanam. From who? Narada. We are also listening from discipline succession, same Brahma told Narada, and the same discipline succession we are listening. It is just that she was more pure, so the purification is faster. We are contaminated, but still we are getting purified. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, continue.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna everybody, Dandavat Pranam. As the result of this great silence, my dear wife, you have inviting me. You found that there was a little delay in my arriving on the spot. You saw the whole world as vacant. At that time, you concluded that your beautiful body was not fit to be touched by anyone else. Therefore, thinking that I was not coming, you decided to commit suicide and immediately end that body. My dear Rukmini, such great and exalted love for me will always remain within my soul. As far as I am concerned, it is not within my power to repay you for your unalloyed devotion to me. Mataji, may I continue next paragraph also?
Yeah, please continue the next paragraph as
Hare
well.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, such as being anyone's husband or son or father, because everyone belongs to him and everyone is under his control. He does not require anyone's help for his satisfaction. He is Atma Rama, self-satisfied. He can give all pleasure by anyone's help. But when the Lord descends to play the part of a human being, he plays a role either as a husband, son, friend, or enemy in full perfection. As such, when he was playing as the perfect husband of the queen, especially of Rukmini ji, he enjoyed conjugal love in complete perfection. Thank you so very much,
Hare Krishna, such a beautiful version, because very clearly what is happening is he's telling what is the major issue, because the typical issue which we come across is the challenge which she's talking about. One is that. Second thing is when she had proposed and this did not happen. That is this in the sense when they could not, she could not come back and she could not see Krishna. What if in case he has not turned up after receiving the letter, she would have killed herself because she was not able to think of anybody but Krishna. Right? This is another classic example which we should understand. We should not. This is not to encourage suicide, but this is just for us to understand that how great Krishna is and how great the devotees are. Krishna actually left the war field and comes running, right? So this is the beauty of Krishna. At the same time, Krishna's devotees also understand so well that this is not this is not something which is to be done, right? So that shows the greatness of the devotees also, because the devotees are not able to think of a moment without Krishna, and Krishna is not able to think of a moment without the devotees. I think we'll end here. Thank you so much. Are we done, or we have just one para to go?
No, Mataji, only one para is there, Mataji,
Yeah,
and
okay,
it
no problem.
ends up.
Sure. Revati Mataji, I think you didn't read, so maybe you can just do this and we can end this.
Yeah,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Mataji, thank you very much. According to Vedic culture, although polygamy is allowed, none of one's wives should be ill-treated. In other words, one may take many wives only if he is able to satisfy all of them equally as an ideal householder. Otherwise, it's not allowed. Lord Krishna is the world teacher. Therefore, even though he had no need for a wife, he expanded himself into as many forms as he had wives, and he lived with them as an ideal householder, observing the regulatory principles, rules, and commitments in accordance with the Vedic injunctions and social laws and customs of society. For each of his 16,108 wives, he simultaneously maintained different palaces, different establishments, and different atmospheres. Thus, the Lord, although one, exhibited himself as 16,108 ideal householders. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 16th chapter of Krishna, talks between Krishna and Rukmini. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anantakoti Vaishnavijay Srila Prabhupada Vijay Namacharya Haridas Thakur Vijay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.